medium. Yep, you guessed it. I'm in the mountains. This is definitely a new area. Had to get out. Had to share with you guys. Obviously I've been around a minute. A lot going on. Felt very strongly about getting out and pretty kind of funny. I'm just trying to find water, and here we are. Some water. Hope everyone is well. There's been a lot going on. There's a lot of issues with, the world, and a lot of distractions, and a lot of us trying to just maintain, trying to be, just every day, right? You're trying to do what you need to do to get through every day, and not really letting go of who you truly are, right? Consistently working, focusing on the things that you feel like you should be, and not being who you are. Yep. Sounds familiar, right? Sounds familiar in my world, I'll tell you that. And here I am, on the middle of the woods, in the middle of the mountains. Needed a place to just find myself. There's a level of frustration. You're even downright fucking mad. You're constantly trying to adjust to who you're not. Who are we, right? What are we trying to do? This world's become a fucking chaotic mess, right? And we're almost feeding it because we're just allowing ourselves to continue to be who we are, continue to conform to what we feel is the right thing. It's our job, maybe. Maybe it's a relationship. And maybe you just don't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem like that's where you should be. I get it. Maybe it's, I know it's like people are always looking for something different, and I get it because it's uncomfortable right now. It really is. What are we doing here? Why are we doing what we're doing? But and I woke up this morning because I haven't done a video in a while, and I woke up and there was a strong desire to get out here. For myself, it's healing as well. I think we forget what's here to help us and what's here to support us, and what's, it could be a loved one. Maybe it's one that's passed. Maybe it's a loved one that is your significant other. Maybe it's a good friend, Maybe it's just an animal. Maybe it's just a moment by yourself, getting your thoughts straight. I think, we do our everyday routine, and sometimes it doesn't feel right. It feels like we're out of place. Well, guess what? Our society's at that point right now. We are in a place where we don't feel like we're in the right place. And it's up to us to fucking pull ourselves out of it. Own who we are and truly what brings us the happiness that this life's supposed to bring. I know, it's hard. This fucking world is in a mess. Working. Oh, that felt good, actually. That water's pretty nice. You might be working. You might be in a place of a relationship, a routine that just sucks. And then you're not feeling comfortable about yourself. You start thinking you're not good enough and all this crap that just is not real. Because you are good enough and you do deserve the best. I think our lives are right where they're supposed to be, but I think we have choices to stay in this ugly place as long as we desire. But I think there's a level of feeling like we're stuck. Maybe we are in a level of stuck. Maybe we need to reach out. I like to use my angels. I like to find peace in, it's in the moment. And not everybody works that way, right? Maybe we're trying to find our purpose in our jobs. We're working and then if you're looking at it, you're going, wait a minute, this isn't what I'm. You get to a certain point and you're like, you start asking yourself, what is it all for? Why am I doing this? Is this really where I'm supposed to be? That question is your soul telling you, no, this is just the experience. This is just a place to find your true self. Wow, isn't that a phrase? Find your true self. What does that mean, right? What is true self? What is that? It's your soul. I promise you, your body is just here to give you an experience that you'll grow from. I know we want more and we want different, and then there's a level of sadness that comes because where you're at, you're not happy with. And again, you have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. I want something different. Maybe you need help to get to that point, or get you out of that ugly spot you're in. I haven't been on for a while, and I think, I got in a rut. I think that's normal for everybody. Because this energy that we're dealing with every fucking day is hard. And I promise you, we are in this place because we chose to be. Because we are warriors. We're warriors for our soul. We're warriors to battle the most uncomfortable. We're warriors to help others. Some of us are here to help others. I like to call them earth angels. I gotta start having my tattoos worked on, and that's an angel weathering the storm. He's here on the planet to help the others that are around him. And all it is maybe it's a kind word. Maybe it's a suggestion to do something a little bit different. Maybe it's a perspective. Maybe you look at it and go, yeah, I'm in this place and I'm unhappy. But it is just a perception. It is your perception. The mind, right? The mind telling you this is crappy. But it is what it is. You're here to make a difference. Some of you might be here and you're having an experience, and maybe it's supposed to be some of the uncomfortableness. I like to use uncomfortableness because it's a broad range, right? It gives maybe where you're at, right? Maybe you're not happy. Maybe you want to change. Maybe this life feels shitty. Why did I choose this? Or maybe you feel like something's got a hold of you and won't let go. And you can't get out of it. I promise you, that's your mind. And maybe it's something a little bit more. But I promise you, if it is a little bit more, it's right where you're supposed to be. And it's probably letting you know that to ask for help. To ask for intervention. Maybe it's divine. Maybe it's reaching out to someone that you have a close friendship with, a relationship with. You know, I think the core of it's finding what love is, right? Because that's who we truly are. Love it. And I think that once we understand that's empowerment, because love is way beyond, stronger than anything that can be. Any ugly force, any ugly negative place you're in, and maybe it's okay, and it's okay. It is 100% okay to seek out a friend, someone that loves you, right? Helps you bring in that love that you might need to pull you out of a bad place. And that bad place can be, it's more than likely you're in your head. You know, sometimes it's not. Maybe it's just something that you dealt with and something that's not necessarily serving you. But again, recognize it. Ask for help if it's needed. You don't have to be there. You don't have to stay there. You can seek and search and ask for help. You know, this is a fucked world we're in right now, you know, and it's easy to feed into that negativity that's continuously rotating around us. Continuously creating chaos everywhere in our thoughts, and how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about others. I think it's easy to, you know, start passing judgment because internally you're feeling you are inadequate or not good enough, or, you know, those thoughts continue to just build off each other, and it becomes this ugly mess of who you think you are. And it's just fucking lies, man. It's lies. It's complete BS. It's not who you are. Because you are beautiful. You are based out of love. You were created out of love. 100%. You are love. The ugliness is here. The ugliness is here. Yes, there's crap around you. All these people that are having ugly times, all these people that are may not have your better interest in their actions, right? But let it be theirs. Don't let it be yours. Don't make it you, because it's not. Find your own place, your own existence that isn't someone else's. It's easy, right? I know it's easy to go, this is, you know, this person has this perception of me, and so therefore it is. It's not. You know, I think, and there's a lot, again, the brain, right? The brain wants to tell you, you know, people are thinking and looking at you that way, and a lot of times it's not accurate. A lot of times it's just you thinking. It's just you and your perception on how you're not good enough. And it's not accurate. And if it is, if it's somebody else looking at you, I'll be willing to tell you they're in that place because, and they're thinking of you at that place because that's where they're at, right? Spiritual growth is accepting who you are, not looking at others and saying I should be something different. Because I guarantee you came here to be you. You came here to represent something special. Whatever that may be. I know I sound a little frustrated because I am. You know, finally, want to say get off my duff, but there's times where I was just not happy about where I was and who I was and what I was doing, and really wanted something more. I'm going, what the fuck am I doing? I got a job, and that was the place I was supposed to be. I was supposed to get the job, and I'm supposed to have the means, and believe it or not, I'm actually at more service than I ever have been. I know I'm here on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm putting out that beautiful story for people and giving them some hope and some direction, but I found myself more so than I ever have been accepting and being more willing to talk about what I am and who I am and what I'm doing and why I'm doing, because I truly understand it now. I truly understand that I'm here to be at service. That's the big thing, to be at service, and that's most important, because I love being an ether. I love being at service. I love being a medium. I love doing the service. I love to help people find their way and find their peace, find who they truly are. But I'm also here to have the experience as a human, right? Have the emotions, have the sadness, have the anger, the frustration, and the love. And sometimes I struggle. That's the hard part right there, is allowing people into my energy, so I can actually have the experience of being cared for, being loved. And does that sound familiar? You may be in a relationship, but you don't even allow yourself to have the experience. Or maybe you're in a relationship and it's not there, but you still feel like, I'm supposed to be here, and this is why I have to be, and you give all these excuses of why I should be in this place, and there's no happiness, right? You're in this constant frustration and unhappiness, and you stay. And you stay, one, because you feel like that's where I'm supposed to be. Or it's fear. It's fear to step outside of your comfort zone. If you feel strong that you're not where you're supposed to be, it's your soul. It's your soul saying, you're not so supposed to be here. Maybe it was right while it was there, right? While it was happening and where it felt good. That was where you're supposed to be. And maybe society tells you need to be at this place forever because, you chose this path. But I'll tell you what, life's different. That's not how life works. Life changes all the time. As you grow, you change. You accept and expect different. You want different. And maybe you're doing things that are a little bit different than most, right? Like myself, I'm a medium, right? I'm dealing with all kinds of different unknown entities and energies, and what kind of impact is that making on me, right? I'll tell you what, I'm focusing on my practices. I'm focusing on what I know to be the things that protect me. You know what that is? It's angelic. And it might be different for other people. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody. I've had my experiences which led me down the road I'm at. And everybody has different experiences, different direction, a different path. Mine just so happens to be where I'm at. Not any better than anybody, I'm not leveling myself at a different level. We all are here as humans to be and do our part. And it's not better or bigger or smaller or, I know when I was younger, I had this feeling that I had some kind of purpose, pleasant story, but there's a level of me not feeling, why am I here? Like, this is fucking crap. But I knew why. I know why now. As I grew, right? As I become more aware through my experiences. I'm here to be at service. I'm here to experience everything life has to offer. Sometimes it's crap. Sometimes it's beautiful. It's beauty. The joy I get is when I give a reading and you look at a person's face and you just know they just had an epiphany. They realize something deep down inside that, wait a minute, is that what I'm looking for? I talked to a person. He so reminded me of myself as I was younger. I put my identity against my job and what I was doing. It's an old company I was with. And we'll call it the universe just to make it simple. The universe let me know that you're not your job. That's not your identity. And how that happened is I lost my job. I think you guys remember that. I got laid off. I think I told you way back then, I knew it was something that had to be. But this 4 individuals, doing very well on his spot. He was doing very good. He's doing good money. He got nice things. But then he started looking at it and going, what does it all mean? I have this, and he didn't say this, but I could feel there was still this emptiness. And I had the same emptiness. Like, there's more to it. But I think I had the guidance, I had my experiences that led me to this place of awareness, right? That's why I'm sending the message. That's why I'm giving you guys what I feel and understand from, we'll call it spirit. He's now looking at it. I don't think he's gonna do anything drastic, but I think he's gonna search outside of his responsible job and look outside of what he's been doing and hasn't been working. And again, it's just an example. I think we're all in a similar place in this world. It's time to stand up. It's time to understand we're supposed to have this experience. We're supposed to live and find peace in the experience. What an experience. Have a fly out, land on your face. I think I've learned a lot as far as being present, and that has been always a struggle, right? How do you be present? Yeah, it's sitting down quietly. It's focusing on what is happening at the present moment. And then you start finding clarity. You start understanding where you need to be or what you need to do. But it starts with your thoughts. Our thoughts. They're the things that are making me unhappy. They're the things that are telling me I can't do it. I'm stuck. This is all I'm ever going to be able to do. And then the brain starts telling you, it's not to be depressed. It's time to be stuck. You're not. You're not stuck. Your illusion is being stuck. I mean, even me, going out on my own, I go out and usually I go into areas that I'm familiar with because I know how to get out. But again, I woke up, called this afternoon because I work nights, and strongly felt You need to get out. And there's a message. This isn't even being, maybe it is about being a service. But it says you need to get out. Obviously, when I go out, it's not just for, I'm going to give a message and non-man medium is going to be back on YouTube. When we do things, it's layers. You're doing things to help yourself. So when you're acting on kindness and acting on helpfulness and acting on, I got to do this again for this person. Don't look at it that way, because there's a level of when you give, you also receive. That's an energy. It's a vibration that feeds the soul in so many different ways. It shakes off some of that negative shit that's going on, right? That negative stuff that can stick. And a lot of us have that negative shit that sticks. Now, starting with your own awareness. Okay, I feel bad and I don't know why. Because again, we've said this before. A lot of you out there are empaths. Because it's the time to be, right? And you're also, a lot of times, if you're depressed, you're feeding into that negative. So understand, you're picking up. I've been saying it for quite a while, the collective. There's a lot of unhappiness. And we're in the middle of it. But there's good news. As we're aware, as we're in the moment, we start understanding that I don't have to always think of it being this awful, that I'm stuck and I can't do anything else, because it's an illusion. You can, with your ability to control who you are, there's nothing stuck about where you're at. It's the illusion the brain tells you are. I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere. There's nothing out there that's going to bring me happiness. And a lot of us might be in a spot where, what's fulfillment? How do I get happiness? How do I get fulfilled? Well, I can promise you, unless you have, you're someone that is a caregiver, you're not going to find that in your job. Job gives you the means. You work to live. Gives you the opportunity to, maybe it's travel, maybe it's to collect things, or maybe you have a hobby. I think travel's great. What works really well for me, and I think, I won't say majority, but a lot of people, is getting out in the world. I feel amazing. I feel energized, and I haven't felt that way in a while. Because why? I haven't got out. I haven't got a chance to enjoy this. I've showed you. I've got mountains all around me. I don't even know where I'm at. Jumped in my vehicle and said, I got to get out. I got to feed the soul. The soul is calling for me and saying, you need to get out. You need to absorb what beautiful Mother Earth has to offer, and you need to also let go. You need to let that shit go. You need to let it flow outward, drop it into the ground, and say, this is not mine. Empaths, this is not mine. I'm going to let it go. I'm letting the universe, divine, flow through and release into Mother Earth. Mother Earth takes that manure. She creates beauty, and she needs it. And it's up to us to make a choice that we're going to make an effort. We're going to try to change who we are. The world needs it. The world really freaking needs it. being told by fucking liars. We'll call them liars because they're all liars. That the world is doom and gloom. We're in this place, we're stuck. We have no control over what we have or what we want to do. It's all bullshit. Tactics of controlling. One moment at a time. You want to do your part about changing the world? Start with the person in the mirror. Looking at yourself and saying, I'm worthy. I deserve to be fucking happy. I deserve to be happy. And I deserve to be more than just a job, more than just a husband, more than just a wife. You know, again, we put ourselves in these roles of, I have to do this and I have to do it this way because society told me that. No, you don't. Be creative. Be creative. Change who you are. So you can find happiness within yourself, because that's where it starts. When you find it within yourself, then you can experience life in a better, in a more vibrant way, a more fulfilling way, more controlling way. Yeah, again, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because I see even the closest people to me, you know, create these stories in their head. Maybe it's not even in their head. Maybe there are things that are leaning or are influencing thoughts, but we're powerful beings and we have to grab onto that. And again, if you need help, ask for it. I need help. I don't know what's wrong. Ask your guide, your protection. Please help me. I don't know what to do. And I promise you, they will find a way to help you. And be open to whatever that may be. If it's a loved one that helps you, or if it's just you get a twinkle in your eye from a child that laughs. This pure love that you could see, you know, this untainted soul that hasn't been influenced by frickin' society. Find the peace. It's there. It may be hiding because your brain's in the way, but it's there. It'll find its way. You know, I've learned there aren't things out in this place, this ugly existence that can influence. Yeah, that's a scary thought, right? But you know what's beautiful about that? There's things that are out there that are always protecting you. And I promise you, if you're having the experience and it isn't pleasant, you're right where you're supposed to be. That's why you're here. It's not here to go have, you know, all fun and games and joyous and all these beautiful things and, you know, no ugliness. I guarantee is unugly, as hard as it may sound, it's why we're here. We are supposed to have some of that uncomfortableness. We are supposed to feel, or again, some of us are supposed to have totally different experiences than others, right? But it's an experience you're supposed to have. It isn't by chance that you're having it. You know, I won't go into some of the ugly attachments I had in the past. But I know after I came out of it just fine, it made me who I am. I know when it was all over and it was done and behind me, I knew it was exactly what I was supposed to have. Exactly. Wasn't supposed to be any different. The main thing is, don't give up. If you feel like you want to give up, ask for help. There's a lot of love, people that love you. There's a lot of support out there to help you. There's no option in giving up. You have to fight through it. You have to know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And all you got to do is open up your eyes. The brain wants you to keep it closed. The brain wants to feed you fear. I promise you. Yes, fear is trying to protect you from the harm, right? It wants to keep the shell safe. But it's also a forbidder. It stops you from having the full life experience. Make sure I don't fall here. See that? Had a little fear, but I overcame it. You see that? I overcame it. You have to know you're gonna be okay. You have to know that. And you know, I haven't had a message out in a while, I know that. But again, I understood and was able and open enough to see that I'm still doing what I'm here to do. And that's to be at service and help people, right? May it be in the paranormal, may it be in the metaphysical. I'm still here to help. And won't forget it now, because I need to keep telling myself this because I forget. I'm also here to have my own experience, right? To have all the emotions. We've talked about that in the past, and feeling love and hate and anger and all these things that the human body does, and to help us with that experience. And stop and breathe. I have all these insects around me. It's just the breath is so important. It's the key factors of just being present. Because without the breath, we wouldn't exist. We wouldn't be here. And the breath also calms the soul. It allows the body to relax. And it opens up the door to your true essence. That's your soul, right? It helps you with the experience. I felt very strongly about bringing this message because I needed one to feel the feeling of doing what my soul is telling me to do, and that's to help, right? Also to always the message is always a reflection of what I need for for oneself, right? I know true deeply inside that I have all the answers for what I need for peace and happiness and fulfillment. I just need to open myself up and get out of my thoughts and quit putting myself in this victim mode where I don't have any other choices. I'm stuck here, and it's not something we are. It's not our true essence. It's not who we are. It's just not. I just found this place. I was just driving. Like I said, it's a mountain range that I live on, but I drove. It was probably an hour and a half away. And it was funny, I drove and I saw a turnoff. I said, this is it. And I found this place. Water. I was wanting more running, but again, it's where I needed to be. I needed to be one with nature, and that, as you guys all know, if you've been watching my videos, that's what I need. That's what helps me release, helps me heal, helps me re-energize, helps me feel at peace. At peace. So important. So important. We're not going to feel peace all the time, but we need to find that once in a while and just know that we're okay. Know that this experience is helping us be. That's the end of the sentence. To just be. Be present. Be at one with self. Listen to the soul. Like, you know, like a person that's not, you know, I think people are aware, they just don't get it. But a person, again, had some talks. Person, again, has everything. You know, again, everything a human desires due to what society says. And it realizes that I have all these things, but I still don't feel fulfilled. And it was easy because I knew I'd felt that. I was like, wow, what a place to be. What a place I was, right? You know, now I'm at a job, and I told you guys that I like to live comfortably. But again, I've just taken a couple lessons again with this new place, because, you know, old stuff does tend to come up, and you're like, oh shoot, this is stuff that I need to revisit again and remind myself that, you know, my job doesn't make me who I am. It gives me the means, and it's just a friendly reminder. Hey, don't take things so seriously. And again, when there's interactions with other people, remember, they're having the experience too. And it might not be even about you. It might be about them. So when they're having, or maybe they're treating you a certain way and they're not being pleasant to you, it may not have anything to do with you. It may have everything to do with them. So find yourself and say, I'm not gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna let it go. I know, and own yourself. Say, I'm worthy of better. I don't, what was said or how I was treated isn't who I am or what I deserve. And then let it go. It's that simple. Not mine. Not gonna own it. Let it go. Because I promise you, we're all in it together. And it's fucking hard. There's nothing easy about this stuff. Nothing. We're warriors. We are warriors that decided to be here at this present time and to deal with this bullshit. I'm gonna call it that. I know I use a lot of cuss words. I don't normally do that, you know, but I think it's important that we understand. It's okay to be fucking mad. It's okay to be upset with the way it is. But embrace the moment. Embrace that emotion that you're supposed to have. And understand it. Understand it. And then go, time to walk away from it. Time to have my next emotion, my next experience. Feeling that breath. There's a beautiful breeze. Ow, geckos are sharp. And just be present. Feel this beautiful place. You know, mine's the woods. Find your beautiful place. Brings you happiness. Maybe there's some of those adrenaline junkies out there. That's fun too. That's fun too. But you guys may see some things on Instagram. This is going to be YouTube, but you'll see some music on Instagram. Not all of it means anything. I like some fucking great music. Some of it's a little hardcore. Some of it's, you know, a little bit easier. But not all of it has meaning. It's just, you know, sometimes I like to be extreme. probably why I hang out with Cody. Again, you guys, if you haven't supported the new reality, please do. We do put out the videos, and we do love what we do. We're always trying something new. We're always trying to, keep it, changing, right? As we all change, right? Taking in that breath. Get out there, go out, if it's in the yard, just settle your feet in the ground. Maybe you got nice green grass. Put your feet in that grass. Feel the grass underneath your toes. And just close your eyes, listen to the wind, and just close your eyes and just take in a breath, hold it, and then just listen. Hear the breeze, and feel the breeze, and listen to the birds sing. When you do that, you're being present. You're in the present moment. You're not botching up your mind with all these thoughts that aren't real. Did you hear that? You're not cluttering up your head with a bunch of unrealistic thoughts. The negativity and the feeling of unworthiness, which is just a bunch of bullshit. They're all lies. They're all, I've been telling people, I think what people call the devil is the brain. The brain, think about it. No pun intended. Your thoughts, when you let them wander, majority of the time tend to bring negativity. Ugly perception on others, ugly perception on oneself, feeling of being trapped, feeling of irritation, and your thoughts keeping you from being who you truly are, and that's the heart. That's love. That's who you are. The brain is a mechanism to help you stay alive as a human. Your soul comes from right here, the heart. That's who you are. Find that. Know that. Accept anything less. It's okay to have thoughts because it's normal for us humans to have those things, right? But let's evolve. Let's keep expanding our awareness. Sitting with the breath. Understanding that we're evolving. That the brain is only another organ that keeps us alive. That's it. That's all it is. It's something, it's just like your heart, right? It just beats, right? Your thoughts just come. You don't create them. Your ugly thoughts about people, that's not your true essence, right? And sometimes people do get caught up in their thoughts, and they become their thoughts. And they believe that is them. And obviously they've been taught that. Years. Their life, right? We get punished for our thoughts. But again, I'm here to tell you and help you evolve. But again, it's just a thought. It's just something you're thinking. You can say, I don't own that. That's not who I am. I'm love. I care. I want what's best for people. And again, this isn't for everybody because I don't want to say levels. I want to say everybody's here for a different experience. Their soul's here to have a different experience. But I'm going to bet that a majority of you guys that are listening to this video is in a similar place that I'm in. Working on changing themselves in return to help change the world. Change the vibration. Help the world change. Help us evolve. Help the fucking change that needs to happen, right? All this negativity and all these things that are, the war and all that shit that just doesn't serve any of us. right? It's all money driven. And what is money really? And money's nothing. Oh, I get to buy this and buy that, and that's what I need to get there. Well, you know what? It's a piece of paper. Yeah, I know that you need it to get those things, but a lot of us are driven. Oh, I gotta need this much money, and if I make this, I'm gonna be happy, or if I buy this, I'll be happy, or I have the nicest house, I have the nicest car, and then you find out that when you have all those things, you're still searching. The happiness isn't there. It's like, oh, this isn't what brings me happiness. We'll go back to what I said earlier. Happiness isn't materialistic. And unfortunately, souls stay here because of those things they attached to. Those things they thought made them happy. And it's not happiness. And it doesn't make you who you are either. Oh, I got a nice car and this beautiful house, and therefore I am happy. You can tell your brain is going to tell you that, but then when you really, really find yourself and really settle in, you find that isn't bringing happiness. But good news, you don't need those things for happiness. You need calm, you need peace. You need to find the things that truly bring you joy. And that may be something that's going to take you a while to figure out. But as soon as you start searching, as soon as you sit quietly in a place of peace, and again, that can be anywhere. Sitting with the breath, sitting in the essence of who you are, and that's breathing. What brings you life is breath. And as you sit in that, you start getting these realizations. You start listening to whatever you call it, God, divine, Christ consciousness, Jesus, Mary, whatever. Then you start hearing. Then you start finding. All you have to do is search. And I'll bet you it's not materialistic. It's not a nice car. It's not a big house. It's not having all these, these things, collecting, and gathering. These things aren't bringing you happiness. I know what mine is. Being present in a place like this. Again, I just want to share that with you guys. This is beautiful, right? A place I just found. And again, this it doesn't have to be for everybody, right? This doesn't have to be for you. Maybe it's something different. But I encourage you to evolve. I encourage you to find yourself. I encourage you to sit quietly, focusing on your breath. And maybe it's music that helps you get there. There's tools that are specific to you that will help you get there. Find them. And maybe you just get a reading from me. I don't know. I'm not as available as I used to be because I do work a lot. But I try to find weekends to give readings. Man, there's times where I fail. I fail. And again, I'm not too hard on myself because, again, I'm also having an experience. I'm having my experiences, and I am having my growths, and I'm having my struggles. And again, I'm not going to be too hard on myself, and luckily the people that are around me understand. And I strongly suggest to you as well, be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up when you make a mistake. It's a hard world to live in, especially right now. And we're in it because we're supposed to be. We are warriors of this existence. We're warriors to bring and to help the vibration of this planet and bring it to another place of calmness, another place of a better vibration than what it is now. And there's a lot of ugly things that people are doing to try to change our vibration because they understand that. But you know what? Light will always overcome the dark. Always overcome. We have entities around us that are on our side that are all powerful. And we need to just know that. It's just up to us to embrace it, acknowledge it, be one with it. Because we are love. the essence of who we are is love. Even the moment of conception, you know, we may call it different things, lust, this, that, and the other, but there's a level of emotional love that we share when there's a conception of a being. And a miracle has been created. A life, which is us. Embrace your life because you're here. You're here for a reason. You're here to change and learn and expand. Keep expanding. Be kind to yourself. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for fighting the war of our beingness and our expansion, our evolution. Thank you, and continue to fight. You know, please do me a favor. You know, I have a small channel, and I don't really care if it's big or not. It's not my... But I'd like to have this message, because it's a message. It was very clear this morning. I needed to come out here and just open up to the message. Share this. Comment. Help people grow. And it might not just be this. Maybe it's a song. But help people grow. Be a warrior of divine. Be a warrior of light. And help people find their calmness and be the changing factor of our existence. Appreciate you all. I thank you for listening. It's quite a long video. I do appreciate everything you guys do, and the support. Again, you know, the new reality. Again, we're studying things about the paranormal and helping people understand with different kinds of spirits and existences. So enjoy that as well, the new reality paranormal. Thank you guys. Love you. Love and light to you. Take care.